Feel me? So I grabbed it, and the first time I had, I'm like, yo,
crazy. Me
and
my
I'm sitting
daughter
there, I'm
was
like, yo, I'm telling to
crazy.
myself, and I started. It got to the point where I'm telling people, I'm like, yo,
Me too.
try this
I
water.
swear
Have you tried this water?
Nah. Yeah, tell her. Getting sexy to her.
Absolutely.
Getting sexy till it's crazy.
Getting sexy to her. Yeah, get his sexy one up. Get his sexy one up.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Hey yo. This is.
Y'all are crazy.
They are indeed crazy. This is the Goodfellas podcast, episode 181.
God damn. Damn.
Why you say it like that? Like we old or something?
180. Like
So how old are you? 40?
Kevin Hart did it. He's like, damn.
Yeah, 181. Yeah, I can't wait for the 200th episode.
Introduce yourself. Son. You know what to do.
This is Blanco in the
Yo,
building.
Below.
You are below. Who are you? Okay. Special guest in the
Just
building.
ruined it.
I'm St. Patrick.
Killer K in the building. Sprout Juice very own.
Kourtney with a K.
Yes, sir.
If y'all was-
welcome to the pod, baby girl.
Indeed. Long time coming.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you sprouted up.
Yes, I finally
Yes.
sprouted.
Yeah, for sure.
Sponsors.
Y'all can finally put a face to it if y'all was tapped in last year when we was get it sprouted mid-episode. When we had the Sprouts Juice sponsor.
And this is
Kourtney.
the one and only, the legend.
Yes.
The sprouter.
The only cold pressed juice in Newark.
Yeah, talk your
You
shit.
know?
Yeah.
Only one.
The real juice.
First one in Essex County. That's the real juice.
The real juice.
There
man.
you go.
None of that stepped on
Uh-huh.
nonsense y'all
Stepped
got.
on is crazy.
It's that real work
This
over
ain't
there.
that artificial flavor right here. This that real.
He has a point though.
What we got going on?
What's up? How you feeling on St. Pat's?
I'm feeling good. I don't subscribe to European holidays too much.
Yes,
I'm
good
one of
sister.
them.
Thank you.
So I ain't even
You
know
said
today was
thank you,
St. Pat's, but it
Taylor. My fault, brother.
is today St. Pat? Oh yeah. Totally disconnected.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot.
Shout out to the green though. We here for the green.
I'm all about my green and my blues.
Okay.
You talking about money? Haha. You're smart. I see what you did there.
But yeah, man, it's a pleasure having you on.
For sure.
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Tell us what you got at the table right
Yeah.
here.
So
I'm saying?
I just something regular.
This ain't TP.
Something regular. That don't look regular.
Turn it this way. I bought a half gallon of Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Yeah, Cucumber is one of my newer flavors that is gonna, take the summer. So that is cucumber, pineapple, mint, and ginger. Very light, refreshing, hydrating.
We get to
kind of
try
juice.
that today.
Yeah.
Y'all get to try it.
Today.
Oh, we can try it in 15 minutes. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Still
Once Ron
weed.
breaks
Yes,
his
indeed.
fast.
Yes, indeed. For the people that aren't completely familiar with Sprouts Juice, when we sat down about like a year ago, met up at Starbucks,
Starbucks,
me,
yeah.
you, James, and how you ran it down to us?
Good time.
Get 'em the-
Good time.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because that was actually before I even opened my storefront.
No, everything went super fast.
Yeah, and
Everything.
It just
we
sprouted.
definitely had to.
'Cause
Yeah,
the-
we definitely have to
Because the conversation,
make that full circle.
Roll today.
the conversation when we
Things
sat
just
down
sprouted
was,
up.
yeah, I was, she was, yeah, I was waiting on something to happen. I just gotta go get it. And she's talking about reaching out to people to sponsor whatever. We talked about the podcast and whatnot, and then like that, I felt like the store
Probably
opened
2
up.
months. Yeah, probably like a good 2 months. It came super quick. It wasn't even in the cards necessarily. So what Ron is referencing is that I was involved in a particular development at the time called Makerhoods. And Makerhoods is a live work program that they have out in Newark. If you guys are familiar with the historical mansion, the Kroger Scott Mansion on Dr. Martin Luther King and Court Street. So that particular mansion was owned by this man named, his last name was Kroger. I forgot exactly all that he done, but it was something pertaining to, I think it was like liquor or a pub, some type of vibe. But he was rich, right? And he owned that mansion. And Scott came from a lady, I forgot her name. She actually worked as a cleaner at his mansion.
Okay.
She was into hair care. She sold hair care products, ended up opening up a bunch of salons around the city, came back, bought the mansion, and then eventually the mansion went into foreclosure. She's actually the first black female millionaire in Newark that owned that mansion. So Kroger Scott, that's where that whole thing came from, and it'd been sitting for a long time. This guy named Avi ended up obtaining it, and being as though it's a historical mansion, it's only but so much he can do. He had to restore it at that particular moment. So where the Live Work program came in is that he chose at the particular time, it was a set amount of businesses that would open either their storefront and have their business, such as myself, inside of the commercial kitchen. So if you ever look it up or if you ride past there, you'll see the mansions restored, and then there's a whole apartment building. Then in the center there is a supposed commercial kitchen that still has not came out yet, which is why I had to hop off that bandwagon, because it was stopping my bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you would be able to have your apartment there and storefront or commercial kitchen. So some people still stuck with it and went through with the process, and they own their own storefront and have an apartment there. So I was a part of that development. Like, it was a whole, from 2020 is when that whole thing came out, where I actually did the application and spoke to somebody, and then you did a deeper application, you know, gave them your finances, answered some questions, did like a little pitch video, and then you'll be chose. So once I was chosen, I then had to go and pitch my business on some Shark Tank shit, which was, it was fire though, because I went there with charcuterie boards, and I'm like, it was lit. I had a whole little PowerPoint, and I was one of the businesses to be chose. So that was like 2021. And yeah, we can clap for it. We can clap for Sprouts being chosen on that. I mean, you know, still a great business, even though unfortunately I wasn't able to, you know, continue the relationship with them there. It's still a great opportunity, and I hope that, you know, we are better taken care of in that particular instance, because it just wasn't right for Sprouts and a bunch of other people to move forward with it. So not even to speak too much on that, because it's a little deeper than when I'm mentioning. So I stopped sprouting. I stopped juicing probably from like 2021 up until that 2020. I stopped juicing like the end of 2021 or so, up until like that 2023 of April, when I returned back to juicing, because I stopped my business for like 11 months, and I was just waiting for the development, because they were, you know, it's promises of, it was going to open now, it's going to open, so it kept pushing, and it was just a lot going on. So I was like, fuck it, because stopping my bag right now, you know, I feel like I abandoned my business, and people are reaching out to me, and so I returned juicing. I was actually utilizing a space in Belleville called Belleville Bites, where I was paying like $34 an hour just to use their facility. And that shit was eating a hole in my pocket, you know.
$34 an hour was crazy.
$34 an hour, yeah. And I had to do it at 4-hour increments. So.
Oh, so the minimum was 4 hours.
Minimum was 4 hours. So I'll go in there and I'm juicing. And then I'm like trying to hurry up and, you know, move it around. And at the particular time, I had bought my daughter a school bus back in 2020, because she had an icy cart.
Hold up, rewind that.
School bus?
You're not about to just speed bump over.
Yeah,
rewind that. You
I
said
bought
what?
my daughter
You
a
did
school
what?
bus.
So, all right, back in 2017, my daughter was like 7 or 8. This is like one of my little dreams, that I always used to want an icy cart, you know, like the mommy icy carts. And I remember driving down Broadway or something, you know, where that Burger King, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Newark. It's like where Broadway and Broad Street meets. It's a Burger King over there.
Yeah.
I don't know those hood names or whatever.
I know
but
what you're talking about.
Yeah, so there was
Nah, you want to know what's crazy? It's like off of McCarter or something. Like,
Yeah, it's close by McCarter. Yep, it's
like
adjacent.
right off of, at the end of McCarter, it goes into to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was driving. There was a particular space they used to sell ices and stuff by bulk, and their gate was open, and I seen they had carts in there, and it's like winter. So I'm like, hold up. And I doubled back, and I went there, and I spoke to the guy, and I said, any of these for sale? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, how much is this one? And he told me, I think I probably paid like a rack for it. And I'm like, all right. So at the particular time, I didn't have anywhere to put it. So I gave him some money on it, and I just from periodically bring him some money just to have him keep it, store it there until the summer came, you know, and I can take it, register it, and do everything. So summer 2018 is when I first registered it, and summer 2018 is actually when I launched Sprouts, in addition to my daughter's icy cart. So
Big things.
yeah, exactly. 2018 was a pivotal moment for me in terms of just entrepreneurship. Like I've always did the whole corporate. I still work corporate currently, but at that particular time, I stopped working for this banking company that I was working for, and registered the cart. I was on unemployment that whole summer. It was it was hard out here for a pimp.
Lord have mercy.
Trying to get the money for the rent. I'm telling you.
Push that shit out.
What? So it was literally like,
The fuck?
I don't know where it came from.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
Y'all never,
Shit out.
nah, niggas never seen the movie now.
Nah, it is from the movie, but
Oh, God.
I was not expecting that.
But no, it's perfect.
was
What he
perfect
said, it's
timing.
perfect because I was pushing the cart, right? So literally, the whole summer, it was crazy.
You're crazy.
I would go and get the ices early morning, go and get the ices. We would go to the storage unit on First Street, I think that is, or First Ave, by Orange Street.
Yeah, that's First Street.
Yeah, her grandmother had a storage unit over there. So I got cool with the guy at the storage place, well, the other lady too. And they used to let me park the car there. We'll go and get the cart, load it. I'm originally from 4th Avenue. Like, that's my hood, 4th Ave. So we would walk, my daughter and I would walk the icy cart from the storage unit all the way to my hood, double back 6 miles
You
every
had the
day.
bell?
6 miles?
Nah, I ain't had a bell. It's crazy. I ordered the bell.
Oh,
Amazon just bullshit.
You gotta shake the bell when you're
I
pushing the car.
know, but
Had to be your own
gotta
bag.
think.
Yeah.
you gotta think.
I see.
I
You
see.
You feel me? And it's so funny. So her cart was painted. Like I had someone that I know. She actually hand painted the cart. We still got the cart. Hand painted the cart and said Millie's Goods on it. And, you know, you see a black lady and her daughter, you know, pushing people pull over and just give us money for the hell of it. Like, yo, keep going or whatever, and just pushing like that.
I'm gonna tell you like
That's
this,
dope.
feel me? If you ever wanna bring that out of retirement for a Henny Day, pull up.
Listen,
For what?
it's all love. Let me know.
For a Henny Day.
For a Henny Day.
What is that?
Henny Ices.
You know what I'm saying?
Henny Ices, what you doing?
Nah, I'm playing. I'm not doing Henny Ices.
If we do another Henny Day, I want the cart there.
My fault. I just remember when we was all right. So when we was at Starbucks talking about the Sprouts juice and all that, and like getting supply for the pod or whatever, James is thinking about what to mix it with. He's like, yeah, because I think that'd be good with the tequila. It's like, yo,
Immediately.
Oh no.
we're like, yo,
Yo,
This
James
the-
is so serious
this is
too.
a healthy wave right now, bro.
Right.
Like,
Listen, but it's so funny because I actually did a and I'm gonna bring it back this year. I did an event called Libations where I partnered with Cups, who is a liquor brand, and she made drinks with my juices. So I just made like mono juices, and she mixed juices together. And so cause Sprouts is a family brand. right? Whatever you decide to do with it after is your prerogative.
Right.
But I use this as a segue for, us, the 21s and up, to be able. So I'm like, if I partner with someone who does liquor, it's kind of harmless. It's like I'm just like colliding, pushing the brand together. So it kept safe and it was a hit. Like the event was fire. So doubling back to my 6 mile every day in the summer.
Trekking.
We would walk 3 miles there, 3 miles back, and I would immediately put all the stuff up, put the car back up, put all the stuff back up, and then I'm going to the house making smoothies. Coming back out, and I'm slinging smoothies. And that shit was paying the rent. Like, it was, granted, it was paying just the bills, but I was making the pieces hit. And that was like my first real,
Shout
like,
to them pieces.
okay, you gotta make the pieces hit. So that was my first, like,
Gangster.
all right, I can do this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my first taste of entrepreneurship. I can do this shit. And then, summer left out, and I'll say the freaking cart was bringing in more money than the the juices and the smoothies. So I'm like, shit, I gotta get another job. So of course I went back into the work field, because that's one thing I'll say. It's always been very easy for me to get a job, not even on no flex shit. Like, because of my resume, I can just go and like get a job quick.
Talk your shit.
But I don't want to master, working corporate or being able to work for someone. I want to master being an entrepreneur. So this is where the pivot is going. And by next year, I know I shouldn't be working for anybody anymore. Granted to the trajectory.
Somebody should be working for you.
Yeah.
Give it up for
So
self-employment.
Nah, niggas
That
gonna
part.
snap.
that part. So, what we were talking about. So we were talking about. And I bring it back to the bus. I had, she had the cart. So I bought her a school bus 2020. I happened to be on Craigslist. I don't know what the fuck I was looking for at a particular time, but
Bus just
School bus on Craigslist.
nah, dead ass, and it came up like I probably was like looking for a trailer or something, like because
School bus.
I was always doing some type of search or something,
Yeah.
trying to expand or something like that. So Dapper School Bus happened to be selling their fleet. So they were regular school buses that were used for kids, but say they got a contract with schools and they're supposed to have 2016 vehicles now, not 2015.
Yeah.
So they got to
That's
plainly
like police
hopefully
car. That's like police cars with cabs.
exactly. So I ended up
That's so crazy.
buying a school bus for like $1,500, and
You still have it?
no, I just sold it. And I
For
just
triple the money.
I did not triple. I double. I doubled
doubled?
it. I think I sold it for $3. Yeah,
Damn,
I sold it for $3.
It is a school bus. Like,
Mine
I would
was a full
imagine.
bus.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you got it.
That would have been a
for
nice
And
tour bus.
I know that was like a huge steal. I should have put 35. As soon as I put that shit up there, shit started going crazy. And a guy who, I guess, what does he raise or sell bullies? He bought it for his kennel or whatever to transport and whatnot. But he's like, hold it for me. I swear I'm coming. And I'm like, damn, I should have put it for more, because that shit went immediately.
Straight up, he was in the
Dogs
market
on
for
a bus
buses.
is crazy.
Yeah, but I did that. The reason why I sold it is because I was being harassed by Newark police. They were towing it, and that last $700 and something I paid to get my shit out. I say, yeah, nah.
That's
That
it.
I'm got the shop now, and I'm just like, oh nah, y'all in my pockets. And what really fucked me up is when I went to go get the bus, the guy who towed it, he was like, oh, because I was backing up. He was like, oh, yeah, don't park it out no more. He was like, that cop looking for you. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, you used to live on Blum, because I used to live on Blum. He's like, you used to live on Blum, right? And I'm like, yeah, which is crazy because I didn't even live there in like 3 years. And he said, yeah, he been looking for it since then. So this
Wow.
random guy who I've never met before, a day of my life, tell me that a cop was looking for it from an address that I didn't live in 2 years. Let me know, like, all right, they on some bullshit. And it was just bad because motor vehicle gave me regular plates, because it doesn't have enough seats. It didn't qualify because it was like a handicap one. Yeah, it was a short bus, but it didn't have what qualifies for commercial vehicle is if it has over 9 seats, and it didn't. So, because I asked them, like, you sure I'm good? And they like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. So And then, but
That's
they're
so
like, oh
crazy.
no, it's a school bus. It looks like a bus, whatever, whatever. So it's a whole back and forth shit with the, Newark police and, that I'm just like, I hit baby girl up like, yo,
They
what
took your
you
bus.
wanted, like,
So,
it's like, it keeps giving us problems. And I'm like, all right, say less.
so it was an issue with parking it on the street.
It was an issue with parking on the street, and then it was like almost impossible to find parking. The few spots that I did find, I couldn't fit in because it was kind of big. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, fuck it, I gotta sell it, and it was good because niggas was in a hole. Like I had 2 Airbnbs. Well, at that particular time, I had one, and it flooded like the day before or 2 days before my grand opening of Sprouts.
Damn.
So it was just a ton of shit going on, and
yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, I could use that money anyway, because I just had to move, and I just opened the shop. It was a lot going on last year, but
Shout
we
out to
here.
you, though. Yeah, we
Make the
still
pieces
here.
hit.
Yeah.
Somebody got me.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
So let's reel it back just a second, because that was pretty much a ill synopsis of like what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like a super entrepreneur at this point. You talking about Airbnbs and ICs and so on. I just wanted to ask about like the very beginnings of Sprout Juice. Like where did it come from essentially? Like the idea of Sprouts Juice and like what was the goal and the intention behind it?
So Sprouts Juice Sprouts Juice actually came from the aspect of what I still intend Sprouts to be. So Sprouts was created for, I don't eat meat, so I only eat seafood. And you go out someplace, you come back, whatever time, 2 a.m, the only thing you eating is fries.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit.
pizza.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, we need something for us. Like, so I thought of like kind of a fast food vegan style spot where you can go and get quinoa bowls, salad bowls for the, and get it all types of night on a late night tip. I'm like, all right, the idea is great. I love the aspect, but it's far-fetched right now. So I'm like, I'll take part of it out. And I was always a smoothie girl. I don't know what the oh, it's that time.
It is.
Hey, there we go. There we go. So I was always a smoothie girl, and just naturally because I was in the gym and just on a health tip, I learned more about juicing, and then I learned more about how juicing heals. So back 2018, when I thought of Sprouts, I was involved in a record label. at that particular time. I was about to shout it out, but nah. But
It just doesn't stop.
Like, she's doing a lot.
It just doesn't
yeah,
stop.
and that was
You a contractor? Like, I got some shit.
A&R.
chill. Heavy on A&R type vibes, but I kind of pushed that to the side, So for what I was involved in, where I was going, and what we were doing, I'm like, all right, before we be out here catching flights here to and fro, let me make sure that I put my stake in the ground and do a give back to the hood. So Sprouts was my give back and still is my give back to Newark. I wanted to create a more healthier and affordable way for us to consume fruits and vegetables. Like for my average, peers who go to the Chinese store and say no onions in they fried rice.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
no, I
like
love
this
the
shit is for us.
Yeah, a lot of onions.
A lot of onions.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, heavy on the letter onion, but some people,
And
this is
the
the
bean
only
sprouts.
vegetable they're gonna eat
Yeah.
all week, and they don't, so it's like, look, she over there like, take them onions out. You like onions? Sorry. Nah, that water right there is fire too. Yeah, that's
Best
my favorite
water.
one. Yeah, that's the best water. I ain't gonna hold you.
We ain't gonna promote them.
We ain't gonna promote it. They
But
gotta get on board.
Yeah. Pay me, but
That part.
you got some good water.
They do. But yeah, so that's what Sprouts came up, and the name just even came to me. Sprouts, and what Sprouts means is like, the growing, that aspect of something coming into fruition, and then sprouts, like if you get sprouts to put on your food, sprouts is the most nutrient dense part of that food. So it just made a lot of sense, and yeah, that's how Sprouts came about.
Oh,
Okay.
just to let you know, because I know you walked out. She also was part of a record label.
It's a lot of clips in her chamber.
Heavily.
Just to let you know.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that.
I
'Cause
love
I got
that.
questions.
I love that for you, man.
Indeed.
And here you are, still being sprouted.
Yeah, man.
Getting
Yeah, hold on.
sprouted.
Shot o'clock. Listen, I got some ginger shots for
Yeah,
you.
come on,
Yeah,
let's
let's
do
do
it.
it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. I love me a good ginger shot. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Spell ginger.
Health is wealth.
It's J I
Alright.
It melts all
Appreciate
crazy.
N
Gin.
You wanna open it right now?
Jen.
Ginger.
For sure.
Ginger shot.
Just let me know how much.
My brother.
What?
You getting special requests over here?
I'm paying for this, bro.
I don't care about none of that.
I'm
You
paying
ain't-
for this.
How you know we ain't want to pay for it?
Then you should have paid.
How would I have known, brother?
You knew
Brother
she was
Blanco.
coming. You knew she was coming.
He ain't mentioned nothing
It's
to nobody.
not harsh. It's only apple
he-
ginger, so.
I knew he was going to do something like that too.
You knew she was coming. Y'all know her. What she
And yo, you know what's crazy? I was thinking like, damn, it's either Ron don't love them like that.
He
or
don't. He
I
don't.
was just supposed to be on top of it.
He ain't saying
What?
Y'all
Nathan.
kind of knew I was coming though, right?
Y'all knew she was coming.
I feel you, but
And
I didn't know.
I wasn't even thinking about the pot. I cop up.
Nah, Ryan get busy. Ryan hit me on a regular day.
Yeah.
Philo be sleeping at work.
Yeah, feel me?
That's why you need the ginger shots.
You know I ain't been asleep
Wake you up.
since yesterday.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna start popping up on people too, like on some shot o'clock shit.
With the bus.
mine to her, so.
Not with the bus is hilarious.
Oh, my fault.
How you take your shot? How you take your shot without
Right.
Yeah, my fault. Or maybe I did that purposely.
Oh, Hannah.
Thank you.
Right. Oh,
So what are the benefits to this ginger shot here?
Oh, so it's an extra one.
yeah, no, that was he gave you his and I poured you one. It's cool though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not yours
sorry.
no more.
So ginger,
Can I get that back, KK?
No.
ginger
Please?
is great for digestion, boost your immunity.
Mm-hmm.
Into the mic.
Oh, my bad. I said so. Ginger is considered one of those superfoods. It's great for digestion, boost your immunity, gets your blood flowing, get that prana up. Then the apple, of course, the apple a day and apple's benefits, vitamin A, C, E type vibes. But yeah, let's get it.
And how often should we take these ginger shots?
Can we take the shot first and then?
Yeah, y'all.
All right. Damn.
Taylor keep interrupting the shot.
Hey, listen.
Nah, I'm interrupting
To being
shit.
sprouted, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right,
To getting sprouted or being
Growth, health,
sprouted?
and wealth. Yes, sir.
Now, how often would you say that we should take ginger shots?
I would say every day. It wasn't even that
Every day.
bad. That's liquor. He said, "Ooh, that's liquor."
That ginger gon' ginger every time. That's liquor.
I chose not to kill y'all with the lemon ginger
No, I
or
love
just
that.
regular ginger. So
don't mind that.
little apple
That was
ginger.
smooth.
Yeah,
It was,
apple
though.
is
That was
a
smooth.
little heat. But yeah, take
going-
it every day. You want to get shit moving. It boosts your metabolism.
Every day?
Yeah, you want to
Like
get some.
in the
Every
morning?
single day.
Yeah,
On
you
an
get in
empty
the
stomach?
morning. All right, for instance,
As
like
told by
how a
Ginger.
lot of Asian people they drink
All right.
warm tea when they eat
Of course.
because that coldness actually shocks our system.
Yeah.
So being able when you're drinking tea, it helps move things.
When I move, you
Yeah.
move.
You don't want your shit all
Grow
clumped
up.
up in the what's name. And if you guys want some cucumber, can pour up,
I want all that.
get you right.
Would I be wrong if I just took
What's
a
that?
cup
That's a
and put
par-
some in
That's a
there?
parfait.
No, absolutely not. You want me to pour you some?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
That's a parfait, my
Sorry,
boy.
guys. Quick intermission.
Yeah, we
Smoothie
getting
bowl, my brother.
Courtney's feeding us.
Smoothie
We're
bowl.
getting sprouted.
Yeah, for sure.
Word.
As y'all should, too.
No, he don't deserve it.
So you also mentioned that you
Wait,
be in the.
let her pour.
I
They
mean,
they could wait.
you
Look who's
sure?
interrupting now.
'Cause
Yeah.
I just wanted to know.
All right.
This one has a little.
I
I
got
use the
questions.
same press bag as the ginger shot, so got a little spice to it.
I'm about to slide.
Then it
Blanco, you eating on the podcast, bro?
Yeah, like
you
disrespectful.
Listen, stop it. Wow, let me-
Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, I like that. This the new batch.
He said this is a new batch. You want some, Ron?
Oh my god.
Fucking with it.
Yo, I love this shit.
Yes, please.
Oh, I could
To get
smell,
sprouted.
I can smell the cucumber. I ain't even drink it yet. I know this is gonna be good.
Cause you keep drinking that artificial stuff that don't got the rip.
I don't drink my calories, brother.
Nah.
Huh?
He said, huh?
I don't drink my calories. I drink water.
But
Act like you know.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But you wanna know what's so crazy too that I just seen? It was
What about my question?
it was just on Twitter. Nah, I forgot your question. Go ahead, ask again.
To Sprouts.
Nah, you go.
Nah, cause
we here for a long time and a good time. Go ahead.
But I'm saying it was something towards what
I was just gonna ask her about her fitness journey because she said she in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, was this a part of it as well too? Like Sprouts and fitness. Is there a Sprouts Fitness? Will there be a Sprouts Fitness?
I am this year going to marry it. So what I did with Sprouts, we still alive, right?
Yeah.
So
Always. We never stop.
No, what I did with Sprouts was I actually created it on its own merit, and I didn't want it to be connected to Kourtney with a K. You know, so it's crazy to see how I did that because I'll start talking to people and I'm like, oh yeah, I own a juice bar or I own a juice company. And they're like, oh, what's the name? And I'll be like, Sprouts. They're like, oh, that's you. And I'm like, yeah. So that made me feel good. That coming from several people, they didn't even know that I actually owned the brand.
You did that intentionally, though,
I
right?
did that intentionally, yeah, because I didn't want it to be like, oh, yo, Court, fitness, she got this. I didn't want it to be like that. I wanted Sprouts to be its own brand. Mm-hmm. So even on the page, like, I just really started showing my face.
I think that's smart.
Yeah, because I wanted it to have its own feeding, its own footing.
Impulse.
But this year I'm gonna be marrying it more.
Not for real, it is. That's genius.
So is Kourtney with a K a different?
Yeah.
Well, you not
I'm
Did you not catch that?
We were just talking
No,
about
I
it.
get it.
I'm my
I'm
own
trying.
brand.
She just said that.
Yes. Pay attention to
It's
our
Women's
guest.
Month.
It is
What are you
still Women's
doing?
Month.
But no, the reason why I was saying I feel like that's wild smart is because I do feel like it takes away when you like are trying to attach to.
Yeah.
And I feel like with that, most people is just gonna buy into one. So it's like if I came here for the fitness, I know that you got it, but I'm focused on the fitness, right? Versus this is somebody's fitness, and then here's somebody's like juice
too much
and sprout,
too
feel
soon.
me?
Too much too soon. And,
But then once you like really get where you want to be, definitely put it all together, and then that's when you gonna hit them hard. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, word. So now it's like even recently someone reached out to me because I sometimes like now I'll repost stuff that I post on Sprouts on my page, like I'll repost it on my story, and someone reached out. She was like, "Oh, hey, do you work here?" And I was like, "No, I actually own it." But she was like, "Oh wow," and I was like,
That's a flex.
Actually, I pay myself. I work for me.
And it's crazy, because some people still connecting it, so, but I haven't married it, and I'm be marrying it this year because I stopped the gym for 10 months. A lot of people don't realize that, but I was out of the gym for 10 months, and I'm locked back in now. I'm going to the gym after this.
Because you was running around.
Yeah, it was way too much. Like, it was literally...
I feel like you was at it every day.
Yeah, I was. When I launched Sprouts in June, and summertime is crazy. There's always tons of events that I'm at and doing. So it was hard, juggling both, doing all of these events, trying to do the store at the same time, it was literally impossible for me to even get to the gym. And they even don't know, you can go at 5 a.m. because I'm usually a 5 a.m. But right now I'm like late night just because of how my time is permitting. Mm-hmm. And what I wanted to do was just solidify myself back in the gym, being consistent with even going, because I thought it was a hex on me or something. What the fuck? Why is it hard for me to get back in this gym? Like it was literally hard once it was time for me to go back, because I was working overnight for 4 months. So literally
overnight crew.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Just
So
the graveyard shifters.
Yeah.
it was.
Probably
I was
6 years now.
Yeah. Oh, you a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He a zombie.
No, he's a vampire.
That's why I said I still been. I've been up.
At night.
That's why he's drinking them poisonous energy drinks.
You wanna know what's so funny?
It's what you need in your life.
Speaking of poison, right? And this, I like how we about to spin into this. So it was just a thread on Twitter of this guy saying, "Hey, I just tried UK's Fanta soda, orange soda," and when they put it next to it, you see the color difference, and feel me. Basically, in short, Fanta in the UK actually use real orange juice.
Wow. Okay.
So he was like, I can definitely say like there's like poison that they're giving to us in the US, and I'm like, you know what? When you look at it from a standpoint of, all right, this is supposed to be grape soda, orange, pineapple. Why is it not that we're getting the actual like fruit into it?
Oh yeah.
So what I was gonna say to you was, being that you do like with the sprouts and making juices, do it like, is it like weird for you now when you have something that's artificial? Like when it comes to like, it's supposed to have real fruit, or like, well, when it's supposed to be like a certain kind of fruit or anything of that nature, like when you taste it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, immediately, and it's so crazy because so I stopped drinking like soda and all that shit years ago anyway, like, but
Yo, done being.
That's absolutely true what the guy said. There's a lot of countries, they ban the majority of the shit that we use.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Down to
literally
Ritz crackers.
ban. Yeah, they ban a lot of stuff.
I promise you that
There's so many different things.
I'll look it up. But Ritz crackers is actually banned in a country.
What they putting in Ritz?
Wow.
They banned a lot of cereals.
Yeah.
A lot of.
Ritz crackers be hitting.
Don't have your shit super.
It's killing me.
Yeah, Ritz crackers is banning.
Crackers?
Ritz crackers is banned in Switzerland, Australia, Denmark, Norway, Iceland. Yeah.
Where they got all the big Viking people. Yeah.
And this is
Makes
why.
sense.
While we got the big back people.
Fact, big back people. Fact. I ain't even gonna hold you.
But yeah, like I mean, for the times I even been out the country, and you like go try their snacks or like their drinks, you could just see it's always a difference.
It's a difference, yeah. The ingredient list shorter.
Yeah, like
I
ain't gonna hold you. It's down to a bag of Doritos. You like, oh, this is the real cheese. Like this is a real bag of cheese Doritos. Like versus like what we have, and I'm like, yo, I know for like with Chew being on your sprout journey, it's like everything that ain't
that shit, it
right.
ain't. Word.
It's like
I mostly drink water and juice by default, only because I'm juicing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like fucking just juicing every day, all day, because I'm juicing. Sometimes I don't even get the juice for myself because I'm already juicing. So I drink water mostly. My daughter is so crazy because now that's why I call the watermelon juice pink water, because
That's what she calls it.
we were in the house. She was like, we didn't have any water. I didn't buy any water. And she was like, could you please buy some water? Mind you, there's some watermelon juice in the fridge. I said, it's pink water. So she's like, I'm tired of watermelon juice.
I'm rocking with that.
I'm tired of watermelon juice. I said, there's pink water in the refrigerator.
How often should we be juicing?
And what are the benefits to it?
Okay, so there's tons of benefits. Some people incorporate it into their daily consumption. They'll probably have a juice a day, which we should, have at least a green juice a day or a juice a day. But then some people will fast. They'll do a cleanse with the juices. So they'll do 1, 2, or 3 day cleanse. We should be cleansing quarterly anyway, because you have to think of giving our digestive system a break to be able to just actually give it a break, so it's not consistently breaking down foods, but you're still getting all the nutrients. Because the difference between smoothies and juicing is just the extraction of the juice and nutrients and everything from the fruits and vegetables, and it's going straight into your bloodstream. So you're getting all the energy and everything, but your digestive system is chilling. It's not actually having to work overtime to break down all the foods. Whereas opposed to smoothies is actually the whole fruit, which is perfectly fine as well, because what it does is it satiates you longer. So you can drink a smoothie and be held down longer, and you drink a juice and you probably like 45 minutes to an hour or two, depending on, you like shit start touching.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not like, because you're getting all the nutrients, everything is there for you. So I would definitely recommend, because we don't get enough fruits and vegetables into our daily consumption.
Yes.
Drink a green juice. You know what I'm saying? Get you something, preferably Sprouts. Get you a Shrek. You know what I'm saying? I have curated each juice to be palatable. Everybody likes at least one of my juices. It's one type of juice that I got that you're gonna like. Even I think you guys might have had the Shrek, and it's not harsh. I put a shit ton of Kel in it, but you wouldn't know because of the pineapples.
Everything I've had from you.
Delicious.
I curated it. So like when I started Sprouts, I went to Barnes and Nobles, and I sat there for hours, and I grabbed every smoothie, juice, whatever book they had, and I stacked up high.
Gangsta.
And I just literally sat there for hours reading about different components that match with different things, that taste different things, wrote down some recipes.
She truly
tweaked
did.
it.
You're
Yeah.
a juiceologist.
She truly
Now I had
is.
to listen. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That's
Stand on
like
it.
it pisses me off when
Yeah.
a lot
you
of people
Juiceologist.
a lot of people will use like
Yeah,
cold
man.
press as a pop word, not really knowing what it is. Like you will probably see someone say, "Oh, I got cold press, so I got pressed juices." If you don't have a cold press machine, you do not have a cold press juice, and that's there's a huge difference, because cold press is the highest form of extracting juice from fruits and vegetables. It gets no higher than that. It's nothing better than that. The only difference between my juices and the juices like in Whole Foods that's sitting on the shelf for 2 to 3 weeks is that, because that was what I did. I went to Whole Foods and I sat there like, yo, how the hell are they juices sitting up here for 2 to 3 weeks and my shit lasted for 3 days?
Yeah.
So while I'm looking at the bottle and it said cold press, I said, okay, well, write that down, cold press. What the hell is cold press? Found out what cold press is. And then I'm reading it. It said HPP processing, which is high pasteurization, high pressure pasteurization, where they say cold press because it's the best juice, and they put it in this like chamber and it blasts it and kills all the microbes, and in turn it can last for 2 to 3 weeks or whatever. But the difference between my juice and their juice is that mine is raw and live, and it's the healthiest for you. Like it still went through a pasteurization process.
Yeah.
So there's still elements of it that's not the greatest, but it's still a cold pressed juice, but it still has that. You're not getting those raw live enzymes like you would be getting from your local, juicery. And the difference between my juicer and what makes me the anomaly, I was the first one in Essex County with it, And then there's a company in South Orange, but we low-key don't even claim South Orange. It's like they gave it to us so they could say Essex County got like a little suburban area, but it's up there past City Hall. I ain't even gonna shout them out because I'm on their ass. But, but they actually opened up their juice bar after in the end of 2020 is when they popped up. But they have a second location somewhere else in some white ass town, which I'm on it because I don't even think they got cold press in there no more. I went in there and I seen the centrifugal machine, but that's neither here nor there. I ain't knocking them. They should look
stepped on too many times.
I am the only one in Newark, and the centrifugal, like your average at home Breville or slow masticating juicer. It's still a great juicer, don't get me wrong. I still recommend for people to juice at home if you have a juice, but the consumption, you have to kind of drink it immediately because it's dying immediately. It goes through the oxidation process. As soon as you break down a fruit or vegetable, it starts to oxidate. That's like, for instance, cutting open an apple and you see how it starts to brown. Yeah, that's the oxidation process.
I'm learning so much right now.
So when you pressing it against that, it's like a screen, and the screen is spinning, and when you pressing it's very harsh. You lose a ton of the nutrients, and that heat, it heats it up and it's killing all the enzymes. So it's best to drink that shit right then and there, or you can freeze it and drink it for later to kind of lock in the nutrients. But with cold press, you last in 5 to 7 days.
Okay. So now, my question to you is, because I think the big thing with being healthy, that everybody, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but I know I see people always complain about, is that you said that you only drink water and juicing. So is it like more? Well, how like is it something very expensive to keep up with?
Um,
I'm not asking you.
My fault.
Luckily, I own a juice bar.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say for those who don't have that access, if you were to get a juicer, go to the farmer's market. You'll make out better making your juice on your own.
I hate cleaning the juicer.
Yeah, it's very tedious.
Yeah.
It's very tedious.
It's not fun.
When I first started it, the garbage truck men used to be like, we not taking it. They used to refuse it because, shit get heavy.
Yeah.
What? And I'm in the gym, and it was heavy. I ain't even gonna hold you. The bags were heavy, and I had to start breaking it down. Like, they was threatening us, like, we're not gonna take your garbage. It's too heavy.
Wow.
But now the cold press is different. I actually have a community garden initiative where I donate all my compost to community gardens.
Shouts to you.
Yo, you are
I'm trying to do something out here in these streets.
Like,
So,
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm
yeah.
talking about like
It's all the way around. Just doing it.
But-
I've been sitting here saying you got like the whole full clip, but it's starting to be like you got to switch when you.
Humanitarian, too. She's a humanitarian.
Coming, you got to switch you.
You feel me? But I preferably only drink spring water. Which you got to look at it. You'll see it says from the springs. If it's not from the springs, all that alkaline, where it got all the reverse
You don't fuck with the alkaline?
it's not real. It's
Damn.
not real. It's a process that is.
I've been
It's a
selling
machine that
Y'all been selling
once
me.
them bubbles and all of that shit's gone, it's as good as
Osmosis.
purified water. It's as good as purified water, but you want to get
the
some.
alkaline water.
Nah,
Yeah, not the one.
So-
you gotta get
crystals.
spring water. Make sure it just says from the spring.
So
You can
Poland
look
Spring.
on that bottle.
I love
Poland
my
Spring.
alkaline water.
It's like the dirtiest. It's like the dirty spring water. No. Don't get me wrong. I say dirty like this because it comes from several different springs. So they take it from fucking Wyoming and and they take. So if you
it
look
ain't
on
from
it, you'll
Florida, my
see
boy.
there's a list of different springs it came from over the years because of course we're consistently growing. That list grew. So Poland Spring, I rock with a Poland Spring. It's not my first choice, but I rock with a Poland Spring because it's still spring water. It just comes from several different springs.
So what's your first choice of water if you had to choose?
Aquapana.
Okay.
Aquapana. That's my shit. That one she got right there.
Okay.
That's heavy number 2.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
and
hold
then
you.
Fiji.
Fiji.
No, and you know what? I ain't even about to hold you. Let's dial this back. Crystal Geyser
Yeah, I was saying
from the Dollar Tree.
With
Don't
with
slip.
the plastic handle.
Yeah.
That's that work.
But
that
so
Crystal Geyser is official spring water.
it probably was fake news, but I remember hearing like Fiji was like one
Yeah, I
of
heard
the
Fiji was
bad
terrible.
ones. Fake news.
It ain't fucking Dasania. It ain't that dry ass water.
Nah, and I ain't going.
Nah,
Aquafina?
Fiji's good.
If you
yeah,
drink
Aquafina,
water
Dasania.
for real, you can taste.
You can taste the difference.
Yeah.
So, no lie. When I was in Wawa and I just happened to see it, I'm like, I came across this water and I'm like,
Yeah.
feel me? So I grabbed it and the first time I had, I'm like, yo.
Crazy. Me
And
and
I'm
my
sitting
daughter
there,
was
I'm
like,
like, yo, I'm telling to
crazy.
myself, and it got to the point where I'm telling people, I'm like, yo,
me too.
Try this
I
water.
swear
Have you tried this water?
not because
Dead ass helps me too.
I'm trying to tell you, like, when you taste it, it's like,
Yeah,
yo,
you gotta be a
can-
water drinker to
you
know.
really can taste a difference in the water.
That
So it's
motherfucker
like,
crisp. That's a banging ass water right there. Yeah, it's a Hawaiian volcanic water. Like
that's,
that shit
I ain't gonna
crazy.
hold you. That's what really caught me.
Yeah.
I said,
Oh shit, we
Hawaiian
tropical.
volcanic. I said, all right, okay. And then, but once I really actually tasted it, I'm like, nah, this is good water.
Yeah,
And
it is.
She'll tell you, like, ever since then, I'm like, yeah, I gotta grab one.
Yeah. Word. They be having like 2 for $3. You know.
So y'all get down with the mineral water?
It's just I'd rather have my minerals and stuff come from real spring water,
I'm not gonna
and
lie.
that's what these waters are when it's fresh from the spring.
Mineral water, cause I be thirsty as hell still. when me and Jan, I think we was in Italy, all they had was mineral water. I'm about to pass out. Bro, I'm like, y'all don't got no regular water
I'm glad
nowhere?
they put something in it, whatever it is, it keeps you thirsty. That's like Dasania.
Yeah, and I'm just running through
put that
waters.
shit. They put something in it that'll
Get
keep
that
you.
brother some
Maybe
liquid IV.
it's the sodium.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say I didn't know what it was called. It's the sodium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Give you some.
Yeah.
they put it in there, and it makes you thirsty. And if you notice, like you'll go to venues in this Aquafina or Dasania. I think it's Aquafina or Dasania. They have all the contracts. So you once you realize that when you go to fucking Prudential or that's the only water they
Pepsi
got.
I get
That's
mad
that
on a
Pepsi.
flight because
That's
when
that
you go
Pepsi.
to the airport, no matter I ain't gonna say no matter what plane, but as far as every plane that I've been on, when it comes to water, it's
Dasani.
always that. It's
Yeah,
always
that
that.
dry ass
Dasani is Coke.
Yeah,
Nah,
Coke.
and
Yeah,
I
it's
remember we
Coca-Cola,
spoke
yeah.
about that.
That's
It was like
Pepsi, I
because
think.
it's a Coke product.
Nah, I think it's Coca-Cola.
Dasani is Coke.
Dasani's Coke.
So Aquafina is what? Pepsi?
Maybe, I don't know.
It don't even matter.
That
It's
shit
bad
dry
dope.
as hell.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's bad.
Aquafina, yeah, Aquafina
It's
tastes
Pepto.
weirder than Dasani. Aquafina tastes like it's like I don't know, it's something weird in it.
You know the crazy part?
I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
feel
Dasani
like
is
slimy.
Coca-Cola.
You wanna know what's so crazy though? And it just was last night. I'm thirsty. I feel me. So I just happened to go downstairs and
Seen that
I'm
fresh
looking,
Dasani.
bro. I guess my brother had sent us some water, and he sent Aquafina, and I'm sitting
That's
here like,
bad dope.
at this point, I'd
See,
rather
not
turn
like
my
you.
head to the side over the sink and just.
Yo, chill.
Like at this point, I might as well just run the sink and just put my
Yeah.
head to the side. Like,
Yo,
what?
my brother used to do that, and it was just so dirty because my mom, like my mom always had water in the house. Like it was just one of those things. And he used to like, yo, you was savage.
Nah, yeah, as a kid, that's what we did.
Nah, not me. I'm from
You
East
know, like,
Orange.
yo, we
The water-
didn't grow up in the same
water tastes like it got
household.
pennies at the bottom of the cup.
So now this,
Pennies in the
My
bottom of
fault.
the cup.
Anybody that ever had East Orange
Bro,
water, it tastes like
you
it's
been
pennies
woke
in the
since
cup.
like 6 years old. My fault.
This is crazy.
Because at 6, 7 years old,
Bro, it
I'm
was
not
always
thinking
like
like
that.
I thought the water was good at 6 years old. I
Yeah,
ain't
you know
gonna
what I'm
lie.
saying?
My
Like,
nigga,
I
I
thought
was
the
giving-
water was rock.
bro, you can give me a hose
I was
from
never
my
busted
garden.
No, my grandmother be like, "What you? Oh, water tastes the same."
No,
No,
it does
this
not.
shit is terrible. I'm not drinking out this tap. Like, this shit is
crazy.
terrible.
Niggas too good for me, man.
Yeah,
You feel
right.
me? If I was playing
I was definitely
outside,
drinking
I
that
wanted to
hose
run
water.
inside the crib real quick. I threw the sink on and ha. And
probably drank the water
and I
out
was
the
in the
park.
city,
My
nigga.
nigga.
I
He
was
probably
in-
drank the water out
I
the
was
park.
in the city.
Bronx.
You get
The
what
water
I'm
out
saying?
the water
That's
fountain out the
different,
park.
bro.
I was in Queens.
That's different. I'm
Oh,
talking about
shit.
East Orange
Yeah, he
specifically.
definitely drank the
I
water out
was
the
in
park.
Queens.
Queens is dirtier.
I was in Queens.
My nigga, in Queens, you wasn't drinking your water and seeing Abe Lincoln when you looked up. All right, boy.
Hilarious.
Nigga
I
said this
was in
ancestor
Queens.
water.
I seen a $5 bill in this cup. Like, what?
It's not a $5 bill. It's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
man,
But
it
nah,
was hilarious.
back with the Sprouts though, I don't know if it made it to the pod or I don't know if we wasn't recording, but it was one day, you know, this is back when we was getting them right before the pod. We in here fighting over them. We like, oh, which one you got? Which one you
Word.
got? And
I
we
think it was smoothies at that point,
We
yeah.
really just ripping them. We like, yo, she don't miss. She
Yeah.
don't
I
miss. Like
appreciate that.
every single
I
one
appreciate
hit. So
Oh, you the Girl Scouts of Juice Press?
I love that.
Nah,
The
'cause
Girl Scouts of Juice Press.
the thing that
hilarious.
the thing for me with it is that I sometimes feel like, and this is just off of my opinion when I see things, like a lot of time when I see people promoting something, oh, they paid them, they want to promote it. It ain't really that. Like, you know, celebrities do this all the time. They
Yeah.
promoting stuff they don't even use. So I'm like, yo, I don't want y'all to think we are lying or gaslighting. This is really that work. Like when I give you an opinion, I'm literally telling you right
Word.
now, because don't get me wrong, someone paid me to do something. I gotta sell a show.
Facts.
But I'll be trying to tell people, like, when we drink and we get sprouted, every opinion is literally original. It's not like no
Awesome. I
faking.
appreciate that. I
It's
appreciate
none
that.
of that.
Even the meetup initially before that ain't like, can we try it? You know, we get. I gotta see if it's good. I don't know.
It was on my ass.
He's like, I don't get no
He was
bullshit.
like, I don't
He's like, I can't have
Yo.
no bullshit up there.
He said, when he said, let me get
Damn, what'd he
air
say?
sip or some
Oh, yeah,
shit
he's
like
like, air
that.
sip.
Oh my God, hilarious. Yeah, he was on my ass. That's why I love to record kids when they drink it, because you know kids ain't gonna lie. A kid not gonna hold nothing.
I'm sorry, but call this nigga a baby. Childish. You know what? I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
That's why
don't
I
listen to
give
these
kids
niggas. Hey, don't listen to these niggas. I was not trying to call Ant no baby. Cut it out.
They so adorable.
Yo, you
But
guys.
nah, I know what you mean
Y'all
though, because
hilarious
kids
as
are
hell.
literally brutally honest.
They are.
They're brutally honest.
Just-
Kids
yo,
don't
just
even know that
recently-
they hurting your feelings.
I went to they don't, and they don't care neither.
Because
They do not care.
feel me, they just really just giving you their honest opinion, and they don't
This
realize
smells
like
Unadulterated. And I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Nah, I mean that is I would say that is a smart way to go about
Surely.
like getting a good opinion. Is definitely go to a
Go
kid.
to a
like,
kid. And so I love that when, you know, my customers, they record their kid getting sprouted. Even recently, this little white girl, she kept asking her dad, like, for cucumber juice. And then he texted me, like, she been asking for cucumber juice for weeks now. And he sent me a picture when he finally got his order, her chugging it.
Wow.
And then I put, like, point of view. She's been asking for, you know, juice for weeks now, and she killing it. And I'll record. Every time a kid tastes it for the first time, I'm recording them because I love the reaction. Even the ones that's not too shabby. Just recently, I went to Harriet Tubman School. I had a speaking engagement there, talking to the kids about juicing and whatnot.
Telling you, it's a switch on her.
And
she got a
Boots on the
switch.
floor.
one kid,
Boots on the ground.
listen, I ain't even scratched the surface yet for what I intend to do.
Some way,
like,
somehow, you got to switch
it's going
on
to
a
be
grenade launcher.
what we at?
You going
We
to
in
shoot
20
one out of a grenade launcher, but she got to
2023?
switch on it.
Switch on the name.
Something's gonna happen. We in 24, baby. It's all right.
Oh, damn.
We in March 24. Sprouts is going to be in schools, Newark public schools specifically.
Gangsta.
Like, I intend to have
Unstepped
Sprouts
on.
in the schools, like unstepped on.
She said Sprouts.
I know,
So-
but you know when you
but
get
going
inside the
back to
school
little girl,
district,
When you say
It was-
Sprouts, it's not stepped on.
Yeah.
It's not stepped on, never that.
I said when you get into the school district, they like to touch shit up.
Oh yeah, nah, I'm not gonna. They can't have
What
that.
school you went to?
They still like they
taking
still
a Sprout,
serving these
opening it up,
kids.
yeah, dump a little bit of this Abraham Lincoln water in there.
They diluting the water now.
They diluting the water. But yeah, it was one, you know, the kids, they got to taste the juices. At that particular time, I bought Sunkiss for them. Like, I'm not going to miss all the kids love Sunkiss, you know. Sunkiss is pineapple, orange, carrot, and ginger. Not too much ginger, but all the kids love it. It was 2 kids in there that were fasting, so they couldn't have it. And then it was just one little girl, and she just like, and I'm just like, well, what do you like? You know, I'm asking her,
I
what kind
want
of
that
fruit do you
grape
eat?
drink.
She
Real
said,
Sunkiss.
I want that purple.
yeah, she want that purple pipe. And she's like, apples. And I'm like, you don't eat anything else? You know, just ask, because I really want to know. I was curious as to why she didn't find it tasty. She didn't like it at all. Everyone else, and that was crazy that day too.
Yeah.
You know, fruits and vegetables vary in taste anyway, but it was on point. Like Sunkiss was Sunkissing that day. And it was going crazy. And she was the only one that didn't like it. And, you know, so I started asking her questions. But then I thought about this, too, because it's like, damn, that mean her taste buds,
Ruin.
yeah, are jacked right now. She needs a major reset.
Yeah.
Because this is one of my sweetest juices, and she didn't find it tasty. So that means that she has consumed so much processed sugar that,
Her tolerance
yeah,
is
because
really...
Big
I'm
burst.
sure even you, just now you just ate that bowl. That's not as sweet as you can taste it to be because you had that bowl and that the what is it, the strawberry and banana and all that stuff, it
Has a lot
dies
of
it
sugar,
down. Yeah, it dies it down. So you can taste it, but it's not as sweet as it would be if you just had a clean palate. And that's just like I could eat a piece of candy or eat gum. Like I got gum in my mouth. It's not as sweet as I know it to be because I already got another, you know, sugary kind of taste on me. So that just let me know, like, damn, little mama need a little reset. And it's just shit like that. I be driving and I'm seeing kids walking to school drinking soda. Don't get me wrong, I was one of those kids, you know?
Of course.
Drinking soda, chips,
Hot Cheetos.
Hella Flintstone, long Flintstone powder shits, like.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Sugar sticks.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you know, we had
crazy.
extra large ones.
That's like, basically like I ain't gonna hold you. That's like shooting up a needle.
It really is. Just imagine.
No, it's straight up sugar.
It's straight up
just sugar that you just putting straight into your system.
Yo, that shit had to be a good 10, 15 grams of sugar. Like we
and
just
wondering why the kids just wilding.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. They just say, yo, you know what? Let's stop thinking so much deep into like making it as little candies. Just give them sugar in a
Just give them
stick.
sugar. Put some color on that shit.
Put some sugar in the stick. Give it to them.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, but just trying to change that. Like we really do have to become more health conscious on all levels, because what is the point of doing anything in life if we're not going to be here to be able to do it?
And honestly,
we anticipate being sick later on, and we think that shit normal. Like we do not have to go through all of these ailments and things that we go through, which is the reason why I switched my diet. Like growing up, you know, seeing certain family members have diabetes, getting amputations and things like that, and then just knowing what America does to the meat out here. Like it was never, save the animals for me, because just from what I've learned on a historical aspect, the only reason why we are, I don't want to get too deep on be nerding on here on y'all, but the only reason why we even Homo sapiens is because we started to eat meat, and then we began to stand upright, and our brains got bigger and whatnot. So I'm not against us eating meat. It's just what the fuck they do to the meat out here that fucks shit up for me. That I'm just like, yeah, nah. So that's why I pretty much switched my diet.
So what you just eat? What, salmon?
Seafood. He said just salmon.
Yeah,
and then that's the thing.
You
I
eating them sea roaches. I know you eating them sea roaches and
I do.
shrimps.
I do.
Cramps.
They are. He's
they
absolutely
the road to the
correct.
sea, but
They are.
But yeah, on that too, it's look, we only got one body.
True.
Stop being cheap with your health.
Very
Feel
true.
me? I feel like for the most part, people get to stores, places, and they start comparing. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather take the cheaper, which is doing more harm to your body.
Yeah.
Like, I done seen people that really have in their mind, you know what? Well, I want a salad. Get to the spot, see the salad costs more than this. You know what? Just give me the burger.
Facts, word.
Or to get a salad and dump mad dressing on it, like the salad dressing.
Yeah.
1,000 calories.
1,000 hours with 1,000 calories.
So what advice would you give somebody that is trying to start a new diet?
You don't have to. So like how I did it, it was just time for me to go shopping. And when I went shopping, I just didn't buy any meat.
Where do you go?
Where do I go shopping? I go to ShopRite. ShopRite, I'll do Whole Foods a little bit. They pretzel buns crazy.
Aldi's?
Trader Joe's. Aldi's is actually mad lit. Aldi's is mad lit.
Think that
but I'm heavy farmers market.
Okay.
People be thinking because Aldi's pricing that it's mad like unhealthy and stuff like that. But if you really read into a lot of the stuff that's on the back, it's not much.
It's
different
not much
from
in there. No.
What you looking at in ShopRite.
Yeah.
It's just a different name of the brand, and that's how much people minds is already
Aldi's is like a cheaper
conditioned.
Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, low key. Yeah, Trader Joe's is crazy. I love their salmon burgers. And that shit, when it say premium salmon burgers, them
heard
shits are
about
premium.
those. I'm about to go spin on them.
Salmon burgers with the pretzel bun from Whole Foods, put some garlic hummus on there with the butterhead
Text me.
lettuce.
You get your whole snack.
I need a text to that. Feel me?
You know what I'm talking about? Slice of red onion.
Watch this. Clip it and then
yeah, feel me? That's what I was just about to say.
Make sure you toast the bun a little bit too. You can put the bun on the pan, flip that thing over, put the garlic hummus.
Nigga said at 30 seconds you want to flip it, not nothing earlier, nothing later.
It's actually mad crazy. Yeah.
All right, so off of his question, because I know how you said Lil Mama need a reset. How would you what would be the best way you say for a parent to like
reset their kid?
Yeah.
Give them more fruits and vegetables. Give them more fruits. I would say starting off. You know, technically we are more fruitarians than anything, but you could give her more fruits throughout the day.
Tangerines.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
Build
just
up
going to
that
do
tolerance.
like
Yeah,
it's just going to do like a natural sugar reset. You know, just
she said she liked apples, didn't she?
Yeah, she liked apples. So and she said she likes watermelon too.
Okay.
I told her I was going to double back on her with some watermelon juice.
Yeah.
But yeah, and no added sugar drinks, like
Especially
so
eating.
no candies. If you give them those freaking what is it? Adam and Eve little fruit snacks, little
healthy ass
100%.
fruit snacks,
Yeah, give them different alternative, just not that super
Added sugar. Processed.
yeah, that
Artificial.
just start eliminating some of that stuff. You know, it doesn't even have to be as drastic as we think it should be to be able to reset yourself. It does not. It's not even that hard. Like when it was time for me to stop eating meat, when I decided to stop eating meat, I just didn't buy any meat, and I just learned different alternatives. So quinoa is a complete protein. You can get protein from spinach. You can get protein from hemp seeds, from chia seeds. You get protein from spirulina. I have a juice called Blue Lemonade. That's what I should have made, y'all. Y'all would have liked that one.
Always next time.
It's always next time. Yes, the Blue Lemonade. Spirulina is a complete protein, and that's the misconception. People like, oh, you need protein. Yeah, we do need protein, but don't think that protein in its complete form is how we need to consume it, and it only comes from animal flesh. It does not. Like I don't eat seafood every day. It's just not healthy for you to eat seafood every day, especially. Granted, salmon has a low mercury content, so I just don't eat it every day anyway. So I'm eating more like I bust down some kale greens with the sauteed onions and peppers in it, probably some jasmine rice, sweet plantains, some beans maybe if I'm feeling a little
A little spicy.
a little spicy. Kidney. Okay. Kidney, yeah.
But yeah, and then not for nothing though. A lot of, I would say with the children, it starts from the parents.
Yeah.
Like I could tell you right now, just off of when I used to work at ShopRite, motherfuckers get their food stamps, and you look at their cart, ain't nothing but
Sugar,
processed junk
Hella
food.
boxes.
Frozen food. All
You
that.
got the 50-pack of bag of chips.
No, for real.
You got 30 packs of Capri Suns. Like,
The yellow box of sausage.
I don't be seeing not one fruit. Not one fruit.
Fucking hot pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. And kids love that shit. You gotta start them younger. Get their ass up. Imagine giving a baby a strawberry for the first time. They not gonna say ew and pass that shit away.
Facts.
They going
Facts.
it's sweet. So that shit is gonna wake their taste buds up immediately anyway. They gonna love it. That's where it starts from. You have to start just giving them stuff, even freaking down to the vegetables. Get their ass a celery stick. You don't know that they're not gonna like it just because you don't like it, you know. And so that whole picky eater shit is crazy. Even for myself, I didn't eat peppers and stuff growing up too much. I wasn't really big on it. But when I stopped eating meat, my palate changed, and I started being able to like mushrooms and different shit. I'm just
What's
like,
one thing
why?
y'all didn't eat as a kid, but y'all eat now?
Pretty much like a variety of vegetables.
Because mine was Brussels. Yeah, I'm about to say Brussels
Yo,
sprouts
baby cabbage, that's my
Asparagus. Yeah, baby cabbage. You know the deal.
Brussels sprouts.
and mushrooms for me.
Anything I ain't
It's
eat, I
mushrooms.
still
You
don't
like
eat.
mushroom?
yeah.
Yeah, like
For real?
I always hated peas. Like,
What?
Nah,
like
'cause
green peas.
You gotta mix it with the mash.
Honestly,
If I gotta mix it with anything, it's ass.
Lick an ass?
But don't you know that's how ketchup and everything
Wait,
was
you said
invented?
what?
To put over.
I don't know what he just went.
Is
Over-
liquor?
oh, okay.
Wait.
Okay. Yeah,
You don't
look
like,
around.
you don't like
Nasty.
string beans?
String beans cool.
String beans are cool, but not peas.
So if you what the? Is peas in the street?
No.
Peas is good.
Peas taste different.
I don't know if that's
like-
probably because I was
nigga,
eating the
mushiness?
wrong peas, but
Bro.
peas is good.
Yeah, peas is.
Are you eating the sweet peas? Or you
you
eating?
eating them out the can or you eating
It's been
frozen?
so long, I don't remember. Because
That's
I'm
what
not
saying.
eating it.
Like, feel me?
What's happening here?
The
I'm not
didn't
eating
have
it.
this knowledge.
I used to hide them shits in a napkin.
Shut up.
I'm not eating that shit.
It's just. It tastes
So
like
your
what
mom
you-
wasn't letting you get off the table. If,
It was my grandmother.
So she wasn't letting you leave the table if you didn't finish your food.
Nah,
Damn.
peas, trash.
Oh,
I can see how people wouldn't like.
Oh, yeah,
nah, zucchini.
Zucchini
is
hit.
Zucchini is
hate
crazy.
I used to hate it.
growing up.
And squash.
Squash hit too.
That was terrible to me.
You
Too
was out here
mushy.
eating squash and zucchini, but you can't eat a little.
Right, you couldn't even.
Nigga, green peas is ass.
Shut up.
There's other color peas.
You still pick them out? That's
Never mind.
crazy. It does have a
I'll
bland
spin
kind
it
of
apart.
flavor to it. That's what.
Yeah, like
what about
whatever
you? What
cook
you?
it,
Black
that's
eyed
what it
peas?
tastes like.
Nah, yo, I just made black eyed peas for the first time this year. Them shit slap.
Yeah, black eyed peas hit.
I didn't know. Them shit
Yeah.
slap.
Yeah, they got a couple.
You never
good
had them
songs.
before?
They used to put
Who's they?
Crooklyn. They used to put like family. They used to put like meat in the shit, like
Nigga said,
bacon.
who's they?
Who's they?
Who's giving you them? We need names.
I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody gonna whoop their ass every too.
Asking who was giving the black eyed peas.
Like that, mad at it. Nigga said, who is
Who gave you these
they?
black
Nah.
eyed peas?
This their
Crooklyn
government?
fucked it up for me. Growing up, y'all saying Crooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Crooklyn fucked it up for me. So when he threw up on the plate, I was like, I don't. He don't like them shits. I don't think I'm gonna like them shits neither. So I just never really ate them. But I made them shits this year. Yo, them shits was crazy. Some sweet plantains. I love.
They
sweet
have a
plantains.
iffy way with me. I don't really like plantains, but I like them. It's like
You're
weird.
just weird.
Which ones? Like,
Who don't
do you
like
like them? Like, you?
I like them. I
I
get,
like them.
Because people make them differently. People make them differently. I don't like when people make them and they dry. Like I like mine
yeah,
to
I like
be.
them moist.
Yeah,
Moist plantain.
yeah. I need
I
mine
like-
to be a little more.
Any kind of plantain.
Same.
What, you used to eat
Plantain,
anything?
Y'all
You didn't
eating
eat
plantain
anything
chips?
when you were younger?
Yeah.
Yep.
Plantain chips.
all of
Excuse
that.
me. She asked me. I'm sorry.
No. Excuse me. No. Did you eat anything? Now that you
I
did?
mean, I'm kind of like him. I like for the most part, I really didn't have too many vegetables that was being made that I didn't like. So I still eat majority of it.
Okay.
I'm not really too much of a fan of like dry carrots,
Okay.
but if I got like something like the dip them in,
Ranch or blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
yeah, like then we good. But like just eating a straight up carrot,
Nah, carrots roasted are crazy.
Carrots are sweet too. They got.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They're
you
very
gotta
sweet.
boil them.
all right, Bugs
You
Bunny.
boiling them?
Boiling your carrots, bro.
Yeah,
No.
they soften them.
I roast mine.
Boy, yo, okay, niggas don't know how to cook fucking carrots.
Oh,
Because you
So
over
you
there
never
boiling
cook
carrots, niggas don't know how to cook.
this
Oh,
nigga
'cause he's
said
telling you to
he
shut up, like-
Ramsey. He boiled his carrot. He
You eat your
Ramsey.
sandwich. Just boiling your carrots in a
That
bowl.
nigga
You boil your
said it.
potatoes.
Can I
Definitely.
cook for you?
Heavily.
Okay.
roasted.
Boy,
That's not how
you
that
some
works.
It's the
carrots.
Yo,
same thing.
smashed
You roast the
potatoes?
carrots.
I
You
roast
roast
my potatoes.
potatoes.
Y'all ever made smashed potatoes?
What is smash?
Like
So you
Different
boil
mashed?
No, you boil the
I don't
potatoes
really
a little
like
bit,
mashed
just so enough
potatoes.
that the fork can go through it,
Yes.
and then you will take them out and you will smash it like with a cup or something, and then you'll put them in the oven.
And you put
So
butter
the
in
shit's-
them?
Nah, you
You're
just salt,
fat.
pepper that shit. And
You niggas don't put butter in their food?
You fat.
nah, cause no, you're not making mashed potatoes. You just smash like so. You're
Yeah,
gonna
you
take like
smashing
the
them,
little.
but they're not whipped.
Oh, you talk,
No, the little.
Because I just had mashed potatoes. I just
I
had
know what
some
you're
mashed
talking about,
potatoes.
Courtney.
So I
You
want to
talking
see.
about
I
like
want to
the
see what
fingerlings?
Courtney
Yeah,
with
like the
K
finger,
about
like
to
the
say.
small ones. The
Yeah,
small ones.
I've actually had those.
But
Yo.
the Russell potatoes. Did you
No,
know
you
that?
talking about them thick ass,
Did you know
big
that?
ones. The small, real small, like fingerlings.
Fingerlings, yeah,
and
the
then you'll
potatoes.
boil those, and then you smash them with the cup, and you put them in the oven.
I let it roast
Little,
in there.
little Himalayan on that thing.
The problem with
Himalayan
that is,
salt?
in the-
Himalayan pink salt, yes.
You
in
said
the
that's not
oven-
good though.
Who said that's not good? Who lied to you?
I lied.
I was about to say iodine salt.
Sea salt is not good for you guys.
No, sea salt is good for you. It's
they
iodine
say
salt.
sea salt has plastic in it.
You have plastic.
Shut up!
They
you don't
not-
even know what you're talking
They
about.
not getting this salt from fucking
You can be a little tired of you. Look at you.
what's our shore name?
This nigga said
Sea,
plastic.
with,
in it.
Oh,
seaside. They
Seaside.
ain't getting that
That's
shit from
our
seaside.
government doing that to us. Ain't got nothing to do with the salt. You know what I mean?
No, I get
Tell
that
them like
pink
there's plastic in
Himalayan.
the sea salt. What else?
Too many
is in it?
conspiracy theories.
That's so, not the conspiracy theory.
Oh gosh.
Hilarious.
But yeah,
Anywho,
fingerling potatoes take mad long to roast in the oven. I'm sorry, so I don't do that too often.
That's why you boil them first.
I'm taking an hour to make some potatoes.
Oh my gosh, you ain't hungry. You ain't hungry.
I like quick meals. Unless if I really want it, then I'll plan for it.
Throw that cup in the garbage.
There you go.
No, I'm saying. Just that one he put on the table.
So I wanted to ask you about some of your other like endeavors as an entrepreneur, but
Definitely the A&R.
yeah, for sure. Like, how did you even get into these avenues? Do you have like interests outside, obviously, of health and wellness and fitness that got you into it, or is it like more of an opportunity that presented itself?
No, definitely. I have always had that hustler mentality growing up. My first most memorable moment of like getting money on some my own type vibe was we had a bad winter one year, and me and this young guy up the street, this guy's cousin up the street, we were talking the night before, like, yo, it's gonna be snowing, let's go out shoveling. And he was like, I'm like, all right, I'm with it. So I'm like, come get me in the morning. He came down super early in the morning too, probably like 6, 7. Came, I put on mad layers, and I lived in North Newark on 11th Street and 4th Avenue. So I was close by like Belleville, going towards like, not Belleville, I'm lying, Bloomfield Avenue. So we walked down closer to 1st Avenue, and we were just shoveling mad houses. And then at that particular time, Dino's was open, and Dino's was across the street from this laundromat on First Avenue. So what we did was we went to the laundromat, dried our clothes, went across the street to Dino's, got some pizza, went back out, shoveling again. Now I collected all the money because I'm honest. Hey, and when we broke even like $400 and something each. And I remember that was my 7th grade year, because it was around Christmas time, and the only thing I wanted for Christmas was a computer. So my mom was in the house hooking the computer up, and at this particular time, one of my first real entrepreneur endeavors was I used to make T-shirts. I used to take the iron-on transfer paper and like really
switch on it.
Yo, if somebody would have honed in on me before the T-shirt wave. Yeah. You know, like if I had a mentor or someone to really, like, I used to take the Don Diva magazines and take different Joel Santana, all
you was ahead of your time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull up an old ass picture that I had with one of the T-shirts that I made, and I would take the iron-on T-shirt paper from Staples, print it out, and I iron it on. I was selling a few of those. So I remember coming in the house, she was hooking up the computer, and I just came in there, peeled off, like, here, I gave her money for the T-shirt paper. My brother seen me like peeling off. Ma, check your money.
Check your money.
It was so funny. And the nigga had the nerve to steal the shovels. But by that time, everybody and their grandmother outside, all the fiends and everybody out there with shovels. But we went early and racked up. I remember his one house, we asked to shovel, and he was about to let us, and he was like, you a girl? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, nah. And it's like, nah, I ain't about to let you do it. I guess he felt bad. He ain't want to let us do it. But the snow was up to here, and that was the most money like I made in a one sitting. So I've always had that get up and go entrepreneur kind of vibe. My mom was a longshoreman for years. That was her money though. That wasn't my money. She had the money. I ain't had shit. Money. So she just took care of me. So my mom, I gathered my work ethic from her. Like, she was on it. Like, she would be home 6 hours, leave, just back and forth. She was always getting and going. So I definitely adopted that work ethic from her. And growing up in the hood of Newark, New Jersey, I used to sell hella weed at one time. I was a whole ass.
Oh, you was sprouting.
Oh yeah, I was a whole ass.
You was sprouting.
I used to sell
before the sprouts.
I used to sell Airy. That's how.
Nah, stepped on.
Before the wave, yeah.
Ari was
stacked on.
Not the oregano
at a time.
Well, no, Ari was the work at the time before Skady came and fucking everything.
Before Sour and all that hit.
It was Ari.
It was Ari.
It was a Jamaican lady that lived across the street named Grandma.
She had the good Ari.
She had the good Ari. Thick, big ass dice to have my mans go and get it from us. Hella seeds, and I used to sell Ari, and then I used to buy an ounce for like $400.
That's true transparency right here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, and it's so sad because I told this to high school students,
Oh, I thought you was about to say this when you was pitching your
No. I
I'm a
told
business owner. I
like
used to sell Ari. I'm about
No.
my business.
And
it
all
was
that
a
brought me
transparent
here.
conversation I was having with them, and I shared, like, you know, when I was in high school, my early years of high school, I used to sell mad weed. Like, my mom and I started bumping heads crazily, and I'm going my freshman year of high school. You telling me you're not buying me X, Y, and Z? You bugging. So I was paying for my own clothes. You know what I'm saying? I was buying my own shit. So I used to be selling hella weed to the point where I stopped because I got pregnant in my senior year. I had phone clientele like crazy. I had white people calling my shit. I didn't even have to go outside. I just my phone clientele was crazy.
It's funny because if you were sitting here telling that to like the kids, like, yeah, I used to be selling Ari. You was sex trafficking? Like, they don't know nothing about no Ari.
No, nothing about no Ari.
Yeah, you was selling the girls.
And
Wow.
so I had my daughter. I was pregnant my senior year. I was driving my senior year. I had Monte Carlo with some 19s, but I kept them clean though.
I kept them clean though.
I kept them clean though. Pregnant as hell. I went to. Nah, I was chilling. I was always cool with the. I would shout out to
windows?
Right.
It was tinted.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was a blue one. It was a blue one too. Shout out to my daughter's father.
Dumping, rolling down the window.
I was at the mall with my best friend at the time, and at the bus stop, and he called me. He was like, "Yo," because one of my mans had sold it to him. He was like, "Yo, you seen?" He's like, "You want this?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And he bought it. So yeah, I had the Monty. My first car I bought at 16 from a fiend father for $200. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was 16 with a. My first job was working at.
That's crazy. You want to get
McDonald's
high that bad? You sold the car for $200.
Like $200.
I don't need it.
It was an Oldsmobile. It was an Oldsmobile, and it lasted me months. It lasted me. I had that Oldsmobile for months. Probably like a Oldsmobile. I want to say it was a Cutlass, but I don't even remember.
That's crazy.
But I had an Oldsmobile, bought it off a fiend father for $200. I used to work at McDonald's at the airport, Terminal C. And that was my first job. So I had money from that, and then I bought the car, stopped working there, and you know, I was
Let me know when you're ready for your biopic.
I was traveling. And then so having my daughter at 18, I turned 18 in May, graduated June, we got our apartment in June, had her in July. And so I remember like sitting down with the shoebox, all my receipts, and I was just like literally sitting there. So I'm putting them by month. I'm just, going down the whole rabbit hole of how much money I used to be spending. I'm like, yo, because we used to go to the mall every weekend. Elizabeth, Jersey Gardens was popping on the weekends. What? At the movie theaters?
Yeah,
it was popping on the weekends. I used to be there every weekend, and I used to just be spending hella bread. And I just remember, I'm like, yo, I'm looking at all the receipts like, yo, I was really spending a lot of money. But... and then
I'm hustling.
you got to make the pieces
Always
hit.
been a hustler.
But that definitely changed me in terms of when I had my daughter, of course. I had to start thinking a little differently and not wanting to put her in jeopardy. And so, of course, all of that had to fall to the wayside as far as me, my whole, I can't be pregnant over here selling hella weed and nothing no more. So that
selling
ended.
diapers.
Facts, that ended.
Diapers and wipes.
And I tried to return back to school a little bit too quickly. Fuck them student
She
loans.
needs them.
Fuck them student loans. They ain't getting it from me.
You
They
still
wanted to
owe
get
them?
that shit back in blood.
Hey, yo.
Damn.
Nah, I intend to slap them in the face with it at one time. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been the because it's not a ton.
Dean.
It's not as ton as everybody else's. I'm sure. I only owe like 20.
Damn.
Like 20.
Only.
Shout out to you.
That's a lot.
I mean,
Congratulations.
Nah,
It's
to
people with
some,
wild amount.
Nah, to
it's some people have a wild amount.
100K.
50,000, 80,000. I've heard that. I'm like, damn, that's a lot. Like at least $20 is a little bit more tangible. It's a lot, but it's a little more tangible than.
Yeah.
But I'm just not about to sit here and work my life to pay you that 20 back. Hell no, because first of all, I didn't even get my degree from there. I went to Berkeley College downtown, and it was super hard for my daughter's father and I. We used to literally, I mean, we didn't have a car for like a few months at one time, and we lived on South 10th Street and like South Orange Avenue. We used to walk all the way over to Bloomfield Avenue by the CVS, bring her to her school, hop on the light rail, go downtown, and
Uber didn't even exist at
Uber
this
ain't
point.
even exist at that time. We was trucking it, and that was a daily battle. And then when we got a car again, downtown Berkeley College, you driving around in a circle waiting, looking for parks. You down there by North Museum. It was crazy in the morning. So it came to the professors telling me like, yo, it's not your grades, it's your attendance. So they had to, I'm failing because of my attendance, and it was crazy. So it came to the point where I'm like, yo, it's either I'm a provide for my family, get a job, and make sure that I can keep a roof over our heads, or I'm about to
go back.
be living with my mom and somebody taking care of us, and I couldn't do that. So I dropped out of school for that particular point. I went back, but even now, I don't regret going to, I only got my associates. I don't regret going back to get it necessarily, but I wouldn't have done it. I didn't pay for it, granted. However, that shit went at Essex County. I had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I had to pay for it. I think I only paid one time because I failed one of the whole semesters after my daughter's father passed. Like, I was just stressed. So I had to, I failed them classes. But I think I paid for a few classes one time. But other than that, all that shit was paid for. But I wouldn't have done it necessarily because working full time, 9 to 5, getting out, having to go to class at 6 and picking baby girl up around 9 or whatever was just
a lot.
And it wasn't sitting well with me. All that time spent away from her and not having that much time to do shit. It was just a lot, man. So
shout out to you.
Thank you.
I told you, definitely a switchy on you.
Switchy
Shout out
on
to
me
you.
is crazy.
But
Cause niggas got it out the mud.
Facts. Still getting it out the
Literally.
mud. That's why I be like, yo, I can't allow, my life to go in vain. Like, all of the stuff that I was doing is just adding more to, my story. And I won't allow this to go in vain. I can't. Like, I've been through too much for me to fail. Like, I'm a die by this for real. Like,
All
die by
that
this.
brought you to pressing juices?
Well,
That's crazy.
no.
Well, she does a lot more than that.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
but she does this.
she done broke everything down.
Well, she don't sell drugs.
No, I don't.
But yeah,
Right.
It sounds crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Damn it.
but before we head up out of here, definitely shout out to you. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know about everybody else, but I took a lot from this. I learned a lot.
There's a lot to take from this.
So I appreciate you even coming out. Also, if someone wanted to find you or, your handle, where can they find you at?
You can find my personal page at Kourtney with a K. It's Kourtney, KOURTNEYWITAK. It's wit because I'm witty.
Hey.
I should be right after that Kardashian chick. So as soon as you put me in, I should be right after that Kardashian chick. And then you can find my business page, Sprouts Juice. As SPROUTSJUICE, Sprouts Juice. We are located 15th Street and 15th Avenue. We're on the number blocks. We are in the middle of the hood, West Ward. I'm new to that area, but they need it the most out there. So I'm happy to be, even have such a premium brand within that part of Newark, and it's number 4 on the state's list of food deserts. So that's another thing too. Just trying to eradicate that and bring that down. When you go to my personal page, you're gonna see mostly me pushing more iron than the D boys outside.
Gangsta.
I pick heavy shit up and put it down sometimes. But yeah, man, you can find me there. Pull up at the shop. Come get sprouted. I make smoothie bowls, cold pressed juices, plant-based snacks. You can get up with me if you want to work out, do something. it's so many different sides to me. I'm surprised.
Told you it's a switch.
Yeah, and so I'm delving back into my poet bag.
Yeah,
I don't know if you say that.
Yeah, I saw
I don't know if you
I
say
saw
that. It's so crazy because a lot of people only know me strictly from that too. But
that's how you build a market.
You know.
Clientele.
So yeah, this was a great conversation. I'm glad I was able to finally get up here with you guys.
You got any any upcoming events or anything?
Yeah, what's next for Sprouts, man?
I am looking to do more brand partnerships. I just did last weekend. I did a brand partnership with a brand called Think Like a Boss. It's a lady by the name of Alex. She had a standing on business event. That was just a women's event pertaining to entrepreneurship and business, and she had like a whole, panel discussion and things like that. So what I did was I sponsored the event by providing them with cold pressed juices with a custom label specific to that event. So I'm looking to do more events like that. I do have a vending event coming up next week on the it's on next Saturday. It's next
23rd.
Saturday. So the next Saturday. It's called a Taste of the Diaspora. I believe I don't know where it's going to be. I'm sorry. Go to Sprouts Juice. But it's a Taste of Diaspora pertaining to just African foods and, Black businesses within the area. So I was hit up about that. There's another event that I think I'm going to do on the 30th with an Easter kind of egg hunt vibe. This is just only the beginning of the immense amount of events that Sprouts is going to be doing throughout the year, because once, vending comes back around, I'm everywhere. I'm outside. So
with the icy truck.
I'm trying to see if baby girl want to do it. She actually sold it to me because I'm planning. My daughter will be 16 this year, so I'll be planning a Sweet 16. Yo, it's crazy. Yeah.
If you need a DJ, let me know.
Yeah.
If you need a photographer, let me know.
All right. It's
If
a
you need
one-stop
a
shop.
let him know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you need to be or Blanco. Let us
You know what I'm saying?
He was
One-stop
doing
shop.
interviews in the middle of a Sweet 16.
That part,
Gangsta.
yeah. So that's going to be fun. So, just steadily, just trying to continue to expand and grow and build. I'm looking to do a lot more, applying for grants and things this year, because I funded everything with Sprouts out of my pocket. So now I'm like, help me.
Of a government pay.
Yeah. Like y'all want to break down this food desert, right? Put your money where your mouth is. So just getting more involved in stuff like that, and also getting more involved with the community gardens, and trying to get more involved with the schools as well. Because like I said, I have big plans for Newark. And just big plans on my whole mission is to make health cool amongst the kids and in our peer group, for real. Like I intend to be on some like heavy East Coast make health cool vibe,
I like it.
So
I like it.
It's a lot of things we can do.
One time for Kourtney, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh, snap.
She does poetry, remember?
Indeed.
I didn't forget. But thank you for stopping in. You know what I'm saying? We will definitely have you up here again in the future, as long as your schedule permits, because you'll be running around doing a lot. So.
Right.
But that's B-Lo. That's Rocco.
If you're still here, like and subscribe, gangster.
That's his motion.
Are you?
Run up on NYC, baby. Bitch, always be on the floor. We carving here like Mayweather. Tula come through and blow a hoe. Got millions out there rap shit. They